Abby here, and welcome back to my channel for Tech Tuesday, or welcome if you're new. Now today, I'm going to be talking about the differences between the Garmin Vivoactive 5 and the Garmin Forerunner 165, as requested by many of you. But before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, so you can stay tuned to all my new videos dropping weekly, and so you can help the channel grow. I'm going to be focusing on the differences between both of these smartwatches today. If you do want to see more of a deep dive review, you want to get more info on these, I've done full reviews on both of these smartwatches, which you can find linked in the description below. Before I jump into the differences, here are the major similarities between both of these smartwatches. Things like having an AMOLED color display, see your smartphone notifications on here, tracking activities, sleep, heart rate, and more. Now, the first difference between both of these smartwatches would be the price. The Vivoactive 5 currently comes in at $399.99 Canadian and $299.99 American, while the Forerunner 165 goes for $339.99 Canadian and $249.99 American. And another thing I wanted to mention is that I'm talking about the Forerunner 165 standard version. I was not talking about the Forerunner 165 music. If you're looking at the music version, you're going to be paying extra for that. And with the music version here, the prices are the exact same as the Vivoactive 5. So coming to music functionality here, that's the only reason I could think of that the Vivoactive is more expensive than the Forerunner 165 standard version is because of the music functionality. Because when it comes to the quality of the smartwatches, they both use not the highest quality material from Garmin that they offer. Something I've noticed about the Vivoactive 5 is that because it is a bit older now, it did come out in 2023, whereas the Forerunner came out in 2024, the Vivoactive 5 is going on sale more often now, so you do have a higher chance of catching it on sale, which is going to make it closer to or possibly even lower than the current price of the Forerunner. Now, the next difference between both of these smartwatches is the size. Now, when I'm talking about the size, I also kind of referring to the design. Now, looking at these smartwatches, they have a similar sized casing and display. They both have a 20mm watch band as well, but Forerunner 165 having buttons there on both sides compared to the Vivoactive having kind of slimmer buttons, they do look different size-wise, especially on your wrist. Now, when it comes to the design here, the Vivoactive is more of a kind of sleek design and the Forerunner is more sporty, so it really depends on what you're looking for out of your smartwatch. In my opinion, I do think the Vivoactive does look better, and they do come in a variety of color options as well, and they also both come in just one size, and both of these are unisex smartwatches, so great for men and women. And if you find this video helpful so far, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. So the next difference between both these smartwatches is the battery life. Now, the Vivoactive 5 and the Forerunner 165 have the same coded battery life up to 11 days as a smartwatch. But with my usage, doing things like GPS walks, runs, daily alarms, timers, answering messages, and more, with the Vivoactive, I got on average 7 to 8 days, and with the Forerunner, I got on average 8 to 8.5 days of battery life. It's always nice getting a little bit extra battery life. Those are my results. You guys might get something different, but I do like that I get slightly longer battery life on the Forerunner here. So the next difference between both these smartwatches is the activities that they can track. Now, on the Forerunner, you can track a lot more running-centric activities compared to the Vivoactive. So this could be a huge advantage for my runners out there. But you can track substantially more activities on the Vivoactive 5. For example, boxing, something on the Vivoactive 5 that is not on the Forerunner. I have on screen for you some activities that are kind of unique to each smartwatch, and they both have the exact same heart rate sensor, and in my experience, I haven't really seen noticeable differences in heart rate data or the way the sensors perform or anything like that. I'd say it's kind of a disadvantage for the new Forerunner 165 to have the older heart rate sensor that the Vivoactive has, but it is what it is. That's what Garmin gave us. When it comes to activity tracking and the metrics, they are super similar results. Now, the next difference here would be operation. So the Vivoactive 5 is a touchscreen smartwatch, and it does have a couple of extra buttons there that you can use to start activities and open up shortcuts, things like that. where the Forerunner 165 is touchscreen, but it's also completely button operated. So you can choose to use it just with the buttons and completely turn off the touchscreen if you would like. If you're someone who you're like, I want touchscreen, then both of these could be really great options for you. If you're someone who you're like, I really want button operated, that could make your decision right there for the Forerunner. Now, the next difference I've noticed is the sensors. So the Forerunner 165 does have more sensors compared to the Vivoactive 5. The Forerunner here has a barometric altimeter built in. Having barometric altimeter is very helpful if you're someone who you like to go outdoors and do cycling or walking or hiking, because it does track your altitude outdoors, and it also tracks your floors climbed. So having those features, I think, is a nice advantage of the Forerunner there, which we do not have those on the Vivoactive. But this may or may not be a big deal to you. I know some people could care less about having that, and some people really want it and need it. Another difference between these smartwatches would be the sounds and tones. So on the Vivoactive here, to get your alerts on the smartwatch, you get vibration alerts and kind of visual alerts on the smartwatch as well. And with the Forerunner, you get your vibration alerts, your visual alerts when the screen turns on, and you also get your tones and sounds alerts. It doesn't play music or, do anything like that, but it does have built-in kind of tones, audio feedback if you're starting activity, set off an alarm or a timer, or when you're working out. That's something that you have on the Forerunner, which you don't have on the Vivoactive. And here are some examples of what the tones sound like on the Forerunner. Now, when it comes to me and which one I prefer, I would go with the Garmin Vivoactive 5. Now, I personally prefer the design of this smartwatch here. I like the color options more. I think it just looks better. I also like that the Vivoactive 5 tracks more activities that I actually do. I'm not a huge runner, so I don't miss having, the abundance of running features and data. I much prefer having activities profiles for things that I do, like tracking Pilates and boxing, stuff like that we have on the Vivoactive here. Now, to be honest, I never really thought of comparing both these smartwatches, but a lot of you guys have requested it. So I hope this video is helpful for you, helping you decide which one is best for you out of these two smartwatches. Both of these do a great job at tracking your basics like activities, your daily metrics like your steps, your calories burned, your active minutes. They track your sleep. Honestly, I think both of these could be a good option for you. And if you guys are looking to pick up either the Garmin Forerunner 165 or the Garmin Vivoactive 5, I've gone ahead and left a link down in the description for you to use. And if there's anything I missed today that you want to know, just go ahead and drop a comment below. I do read all the comments, so I'll definitely get back to you. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.